Hello everyone, welcome to Freedom Fighter 2127. This is by the Daily Beast. Let the fear-mongering begin of mainstream media. New Putin invasion is coming this summer. Everybody run and hide. Run and hide. We've been waiting on the Putin invasion of Ukraine for a very, very long time. And according to them, they are doing a drip-drip invasion. Basically, that means that they're continually and slowly advancing and taking over. Is that true? Yes, but are U.S. troops also in the same region? Absolutely. Are NATO troops in the same region? Absolutely. Because this is the proxy war. Ukraine's just a small battleground. Pray for the people that are caught in the middle of this. Because they're being wiped away. Their homes and towns and their stores and their children and their women and everything is just being wiped away because the U.S. and Russia want to go to war. And it's not even, it's a real war. It's not a real war. There's no authenticity with it. It's a stage. It's a proxy war. It's a global agenda to go to World War III to destabilize the entire world. And World War III will be very large. And unfortunately, it's coming closer. We have the stuff going on with Jade Helm. We have all this stuff going on in the U.S. There's all this stuff going on in Canada, Mexico, all this stuff in the Middle East. The Middle East is on fire, burning. You don't think that's all a plan? Because let me tell you, this plan has been around for a very, very, very long time. And if they don't get it done today, they don't really care. They'll just wait till tomorrow. Which is why, if it happens, okay, we need to be ready and prepared for it. But we can't just sit on the edge of our seats and wait for the end of the world to happen, because guess what? That's what they also want, because then everybody is controlled by fear. So stop being afraid. When God releases His hand over this country and over this world, and the mercy is pulled off of the people, that's when it will happen. And a lot of people are having dreams and visions of the fire that will be coming. And that's a very interesting point, because your sons and daughters will prophesy and have dreams and visions. That's not the exact quote of the Bible, or the verse of the Bible, but many of you know what I'm talking about. Will this happen? Absolutely. World War III will definitely happen. Depends on when. Depends on who is the agentur of the Illuminati, according to Albert Pike and in his letter to Maziani. Because plans change. Nothing's set in stone. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be a year, it could be 20 years. Obviously the signs are a lot more close, but hey, they've hit the tip before and screwed something up and pulled it all the way back again. Started all the way over from square one. They've done that many times throughout history. Or, as I like to look at it, God has said no, not time yet. And He laid His mercy upon us all, and we lived another day. He gave us another chance to fight the good fight of faith and carry on. I don't know why I went off into that spiel, but I felt it was time to do that. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to say that. All right, let's go on into this. The war in Ukraine may have faded largely from international headlines, but Vladimir Putin's drip-drip invasion continues. In the last 2 weeks, forensic evidence, some of which has been reported by monitor organizations and senior Western diplomats. The rest, corroborated by eyewitness photography and video, only confirms what the U.S. fears most. A summer offensive is inevitable. While the U.S. provokes as well, I mean, I love how mainstream media just completely backs the United States as everything, they're doing everything right, when that's not true at all. I don't know why this word is highlighted. Get off of it. There we go. Okay, on May 5th, the Ukrainian government released new data which says that they have lost 28 towns to Russian-backed separatists since February 18th. That was the day the strategic town of Debaltsevo, I think that's how you pronounce it, Debaltsevo, I might have it right the first time, which guarded a key highway to separatist-controlled regions, slipped from Ukraine's control. The map of separatist territory is as alarming as it is illustrative, especially when it is combined with the daily reports of ceasefire violations and fighting coming out of both organization and security and cooperation in Europe, OSCE, and Kiev. On May 6, Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko addressed the National Security and Defense Council and warned that Russia has 50,000 troops on the border, and its proxies have more than 40,000 fighters inside the country. That's interesting. What does the U.S. and NATO have? Because they're making a line around Russia. They've been doing that for a while now. All that military movement that was in Europe that was done by NATO and the U.S. Don't you think Russia's going to take that as a threat? And then we have another thing, a siding going on here with Russia and China now agreeing that they're not going to cyber attack each other. All of that hacking ability and cyber warfare stuff, I call it stuff, but it's not just stuff, is now basically directing its large target at the United States. That's a lot. It's a cyber war. And unfortunately for us, the cyber war can basically take down our entire infrastructure, our power grids. And as we saw earlier today, a nice little report, it can also take down planes too. According to the FBI, a hacker hacked into a plane and made it fly sideways. Go look it up. So exactly what can they do, Russia and China, and why haven't they done it yet? There's a reason for this. And that reasoning would be that they haven't been given the order yet. Putin could take out this entire country, 1/3 of this entire, 2/3 I believe of this entire country, with one swift move, and he has yet to do it. It just doesn't make any sense. If they were really that at odds end, they would do that. Because Russia and China are both ready to take over the entire world. They're ready. But see, it's a hand behind a hand, and they're all working together in the background here. The stage is set. The world is the stage. Let's scroll on. There is a convincing evidence that Ukraine strictly complies with the Minsk ceasefire agreements, and militants constantly violate them, Poroshenko noted. And they don't? And Poroshenko's people don't at all? Okay. Separatists do not allow international observers to verify their withdrawal of heavy weaponry. Now, before I say any more, I am not on Putin's side, I am not on Poroshenko's side, I am not on the U.S.'s side, because they're all dirty. Militants regularly shoot Ukrainian positions, engage in reconnaissance and subversive activity, and provoke armed confrontations in order to disrupt peaceful and settlement of the conflict. Oh, joy. Anyways, that's all the news I've got for right now. I want to thank you all for watching. Please check out the websites freedomfighterreports.com and socialexodus.net. God bless and carry on.